So here we are on the verge of an election. Today is voter registration deadline here in the state of Oregon. The fastest, easiest way to get your update done if you know you've moved or maybe you changed your name is to go right to OregonVotes.gov/myvote or just click register to vote, and you can update your information at the comfort of your own home on your own device. So fastest, easiest way to get that accomplished. You also have till 11:59 p.m. tonight to use the online portal. We will always ask our voters to get those ballots. When you get those ballots, make sure that you have educated yourself on the candidates and measures. One of the best ways to do so is to use that voter's pamphlet that's been sent to you at your mailing address. Now, if you didn't receive a voter's pamphlet, we have all kinds of them here at the elections office. So you can either come in and grab one, or we'll be happy to mail one to you if you just happen not to get that. You can also access that at our Jackson County or.gov/elections, and you can get those materials online as well. So we have several options for you to be able to educate yourself on the candidates and measures. During this election, it is a presidential cycle, and if you're not aware of that, I don't know how you couldn't be, but on there are always going to be, of course, federal races, congressional delegation senators, and of course the President of the United States and Vice President on your ballot. There will be numerous statewide items such as judicial positions, representatives or state senators as well. And then when you get to the local level, you've got county commissioner candidate, you have other county items on there, and then of course the municipalities that will have an array of candidates such as mayor, city council on your ballot, as well as measures from the local jurisdictions. And of course, even special districts will have measures on there. So this is a very full ballot. There is going to be a lot for you to educate yourself on. As elections officials, we want you to vote. We want you to vote early. Now, you have the option to wait till election day, or when you first get it, get that into us in that first week. By doing that early, once we receive that and have accepted it, it will show your status at that OregonVotes.gov/myvote. People call all the time, hey, where's the status of my ballot? Well, you can retrieve that right off that online system. If you don't want to use a computer, after a few days, give us a call. We can let you know that we have received and accepted your ballot right here at the elections office. 541-774-6148. Several ways to be successful. The other piece is when you do get that ballot, make sure that you sign your signature to that signature envelope. That is our test to make sure that it is you attesting that this is your ballot and that it is you signing it. I'm going to highly suggest that people who reside in the same household or who may have friends, absolutely do not sign somebody else's ballot envelope. That is punishable up to a Class C felony and a fine here in the state of Oregon. I wouldn't even risk that if I were you, because there are severe consequences for a person that votes, not only votes somebody else's ballot, but signs their ballot envelope. And we do report a number of people every year that we look to be potentially fraudulent signed ballots.
What are the most common errors that appear on ballots, and how can people avoid those?
Yeah, number one is they don't sign that ballot signature envelope. That is probably the number one item we get, more so than even having a challenge signature that doesn't match. The unsigned envelopes are the larger category, so that's the number one way that you can be successful once you receive that ballot. Another way to be successful is to make sure and verify by calling us or going online to OregonVotes.gov/myvote to verify your information is correct in the system, meaning you recently moved, to make sure the right address is in there. Somewhat, that system can be a little quirky because you have to know exactly how you're registered to vote in there. So if you find that and struggle with that or have challenges with it, just call us here at the office. We are more than happy to assist you with that. Number three, really, is when you do update your registration in between the time that we extracted the original voter data to insert our ballots, which was already 3 weeks ago. If you change in between that time, you may receive a second ballot if you update anything within your registration, whether it be an apartment number, whether it be you added a P.O. box. We are probably going to send out a second ballot. I read all the time on social media, hear it on talk radio, hear it on different mediums that you messed up and sent us multiple ballots. 99.9% of the time, the voter had a transaction that forced us to send that second ballot out. So before you jump to conclusions, give us a call and we could tell you exactly what happened. Rest assured, if you do receive a second ballot, the original ballot materials that were sent out automatically become inactive anytime we replace or we reissue a ballot. So although you may receive two, only one of those is the active ballot. Even if we receive both those back, it is going to kick back as inactive in the system. So we have built-in safeguards within our system to make sure that only one person or one voter, one ballot are accepted. Because let's say they've already sent in the inactive ballot and they think, do I vote the second one? Well, what happens is with the inactive, if that's the only ballot we receive, there are laws that we can count one ballot. So if only the inactive comes in, we wait until after Election Day, and then we verify that's the only ballot accepted, because you can vote once on an address change or you can vote once on a name change, then we will accept that ballot and activate it and accept it. If the active ballot comes in, the other one just stays inactive and we accept the active ballot. Rest assured, we have been through this for years. We have dealt with these situations for years. But if you want to know for sure, just give us a call. That is what we are here for, is to help our voters and to answer their questions they may have.